Lead generation funnel is pretty much the same for all the businesses that you know. They may not be exactly similar, but lead funnels for two businesses almost go through the same stages. The only way that you can differentiate yourself is what you do with these funnel stages and how you do these things. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. You're saying that, Casey, it's easier said than done. So here I am with a video where I am exactly talking about sample situations and a few examples, including a few tool references that you could use to do things differently at each of these stages. What I have here is a situation where I'm trying to replicate stages in a lead funnel first, at the first column. And eventually, as we move down this mind map, I'll be talking about specific situations and how you can tackle these situations. Remember, the what and how you do at these stages really makes a difference in differentiating from your competition. So basically, when you talk about the lead generation funnel, I have a lead generation stage where you go ahead and capture these leads. Then you have lead cultivation and nurturing, where you go ahead and give that extra push or extra nudge to these users to go ahead and convert for you. And the third task is the lead conversion, where this is where you go ahead and close the sale. Then you have an upsell and cross-sell phase, and you have an overall monitoring after that, like post-purchases, overall running of these things, and just to do a sanity check of how each of these stages are functioning. To summarize, every lead generation funnel typically has a lead generation stage, a lead nurturing stage, a lead conversion stage, a cross-sell upsell phase, and an overall functioning, right? So when you speak about lead generation, basically what you're doing is you're trying to run your ad campaigns, you're running to promote your organic content, you're making those social media posts, you're sending out those emailers. What you're essentially doing here is you are trying to collect as much information about the lead who may be interested in your product. Now, what information are you collecting? Name, email ID, phone number, and other aspects that you may be interested in, so that you gain as much understanding as possible about this guy or girl, and then you go ahead and start pitching your services or sending out those information which will add value to the user journey. Now, collect information from interested audiences, and this can be done using forms, using landing pages, ad tools, etc. Right? Now, once you do these things, everybody does these things. Everybody who runs an ad campaign whatsoever on the internet does this. Now, what makes a difference in what you do and what your competition is doing is what you do after that, right? What do you do after that? After this, you identify the potential lead sources. You know that, okay, what is working, what is not working. Then you set up automated lead routing system, which is the most important thing here. I use a reference called finish your coffee before it gets too cold, convert your lead before it turns cold. Now, when you have a hot lead or when you have a warm lead, what you would be wanting to do is you don't want to waste any time in attending to these guys and looking at what they actually need. If you delay, sometimes even if you delay by a day, the lead goes cold, right? Now, once you have a system in place where a lead comes in and you automatically route it either to your sales team or to your appropriate channels where lead nurturing emails go out, is the need of the hour. Now, when you have set up automated lead routing system, what I mean is choose a tool, an automation tool. It could be Zapier, it could be make.com, it could be Integrately, it could be any of those tools. And you connect lead sources to the lead management tools. You either connect it to your CRM, you either connect it to your email platform, you either connect it to, let's say, a tool like Salesforce that your sales team also has access to so that they can go ahead and work on these leads post that. Now, test the automation to ensure leads are getting routed properly. If required, do a test sign up and to see if you're getting those calls or emails from your sales team, right? Now, when you have this in place, there is no way a lead registers with you and goes unattended, right? Now, this is exactly what you're supposed to do at the lead generation phase. Timely interactions that is very required to go ahead and convert these leads. Then you have a lead cultivation and nurturing stage. All right, now, as it goes without saying, you need to go ahead and monitor the whole lead generation process overall, right? Then you have the lead cultivation or the lead nurturing phase. At this phase, what you're trying to do is once you've sent those leads out, are they receiving emails? Is everything functioning properly? Routing is done, but is the lead management process going on smooth? Or is it executed seamlessly, right? Develop a personalized outreach strategy, implement the outreach strategy, and monitor and adjust strategy as necessary. Now what you're saying again, Casey, it's easier said than done. What exactly are you talking about? Identifying the key message that you would want to send depending upon which stage of the buying cycle he's at, and then use appropriate messaging for the right channel at the right time. this is the triage that you would want to get it right. You need to reach out to these guys on the right channel with the right message at the right time. Now, enrich this lead data for personalization. See what is happening after you send out those emails. Are these guys reading it, opening it? If people are opening it and after 3 follow-ups they're not responding, have another message drafted out because these guys opened your email. Sometimes you see people opening your email multiple times, let's say 3 times, 4 times, and they don't respond after that. It calls for you. It knows that these guys are really are desperate to do something, but they have no time to reach out to you, or they just don't know if you're the right fit at the right time. So send out those appropriate nurturing emails. Then you have utilize automation for personalization, use Google Customer Match, which we would be talking about in the next video that I'm trying to make. Now enrich the lead data, make sure the lead data is accurate, they're functioning properly, and deploy necessary emails or email management system for that to be taken care of. Now the third stage, which is the lead conversion stage, is crucial. You've spent your time, your money to just get this lead so far, right? Now, once you've got him so far, it doesn't make any sense if you don't convert him. Now, how do you convert him? You just can't push him, right? Now, when you're talking about a lead closure or a lead conversion stage, you need to have tactics in place, whether it is running remarketing campaigns, whether it is converting these guys on sales calls, whether it is sending out those personalized emails for these guys, sending out testimonials, sending out customer success stories. That would make a difference. Once you have that, what are the tools that you would use? How would you deploy the whole process? Streamline the buying and the billing process. Make sure there are no hurdles. Make sure that they're able to add products to the cart. Make sure there is nothing that is missing out. Make sure there is nothing broken. Make sure you fix it. Make sure everything goes smooth, right? Now, once that is done, integrate the tool with your existing invoice systems. Make sure you have enough transaction tracking systems set up. Once you have done that, test it to ensure that everything is smooth. Then monitor for any delays or errors, make adjustments as necessary. Sometimes, some people place an order, their payment confirmation doesn't reach out to them. Maybe sometimes they have had a question at the same time. They chat with you quickly at the checkout page. There is no proper response there. So fix these things which could build their trust eventually. If you think these things are broken, that would destroy the relationship that you have with that customer so far. The time, money, and resources time that you spent so far to convert that customer or trying to convert that customer is going to go for vain, is going to go for a toss. Now, then you have upsell and cross-sell. Upsell and cross-sell is the most important thing that most businesses, in fact, all businesses should be looking at. But sadly, we leave it at that because who cares what after a customer is converted, right? I've got the money, so how should that matter? That is not the right way to look at it. Post-purchase really makes a difference when it comes to 2 things. One, it increases your credibility with the existing customer who is likely to talk about you to 4 other customers who will come back to you later. Now, once you have done that, make sure, and this is how you do it, you have a list of all your paid customers. What do you do to delight them? How do you take care of them after they have made a purchase, right? That is true love, right? After you have got married, the way you treat your wife or your husband is true love. At least that is how it is considered. And at least that is how it is considered to be, right? Now, how do you take care of your customers after they have given you their money? That is exactly what this stage talks about. What are the workflows you can look at? What are the tools you could look at is exactly mentioned here. You could integrate your Stripe customers, all the customers who came into Stripe account. You could integrate that with your mailing system or MailChimp so that it sends out those frequent emailers, thanking them for the purchase, making sure if you have new products, making sure you offer a customer support chat in case they face any problems in the future, or give them a helpline that they could reach out to. This is exactly what resonates with people, right? Now, choose a tool for sending automated emails, which is MailChimp. Set up a system for tracking leads and customer behavior after they have purchased. Any post-purchase problems, you should have set up a mechanism for them to reach out to you, right? So overall, what makes a difference when these things are getting executed seamlessly is you try and delight more, add some more elements to smoothen out this process and make sure everything works. Test it, test what works, and multiply on that. This, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly how you would automate your entire lead life cycle. Thank you so much. My name is Casey. Again, if you have any questions related to this, or if you need any specific workflow videos to be made when it comes to marketing automation, I'm here to help you as always. Thank you so much. My name is Casey. Until next time, Ciao.